is Eric Anical, and I'm a political science student here at Concordia. I'm a third year student.
Buenas noches, mi nombre es Benjamín y soy de mi país, es de Guatemala.
As far as I'm concerned, the work program that my boss has incorporated into his business has started 3 years ago. I've been working for my boss for 6 years now, and 3 years after I started, basically he started bringing in Guatemalan workers. The first year he only brought 3, Santo, Benjamin, and a third person who I do not recall his name. 2 of those 3 are still currently coming back after a third year. They are good workers, competent. It's just the fact that they're being taken advantage of. There's the foremen they work with don't appreciate the quality of work they do, and they're underpaid for the amount of work that they do. Basically, you assume that they should know how to do something, and even though you don't show them properly how to do it or explain yourself properly to them because you can't due to the language difference, it's just automatically their fault. And the fact of the matter is they can't even stand up for themselves. They have to basically nod their heads, say yes, accept consequences, and keep on working.
La primera vez cuando vine a Canadá, también venía yo con esa mentalidad de que qué trabajo es lo que íbamos a hacer, porque nos dijeron que íbamos a trabajar a lo que es la agricultura, pero como la agricultura en Guatemala es diferente, tuve la oportunidad de poder trabajar en lo que es una parte de Oca, donde trabajé allí, trabajando en la nieve, donde trabajamos en lo que es donde sale la miel o el azúcar, lo que es en los árboles, la conexión de todas esas maneras donde estuve esa oportunidad.
When the 6 workers are concerned on a job site, they will always get the lowest pick of duties to do on a specific job site. You'll never see a French worker or an English worker getting as dirty, as messy, as exhausted, and you'll never see a French worker being used as a machine like they are. They're given a pick and a shovel and told to do things that backhoes and machinery are supposed to be able to accomplish, when they're basically used as pieces of meat and not treated as individuals.
Ya que hace 7 años pues hemos trabajado en lo que es la agricultura, pero hoy, como dice mi amigo Santos anterior, de que en realidad lo que es la agricultura pues ha sido un poco duro, y como sabemos muy bien de que el trabajo siempre todo trabajo es difícil, ¿verdad? Pero cuando hay voluntad de trabajo, el trabajo siempre se va.
Whenever we talked to them, it was always in a manner where it was more demeaning than if you were talking to a native individual. Where, let's say I were to explain something to one of my colleagues that is French Canadian, I'd explain to him what he did wrong, and what consequences it has. When discussing with one of the Guatemalan workers, well, first off, we don't even refer to them as Guatemalans, we just refer to them as the Mexicans, or the immigrant workforce, kind of as in a derogatory way.
En los 7 años que he estado acá trabajando, la verdad de que gracias a Dios, todos los canadienses para mí son personas buenas, donde principalmente en este tiempo.
Well, it's just so different. When we are on breaks, they kind of hang out together, and the French and English workers will kind of group together as well, but they'll be separate. And sometimes when you're the topic of conversation, even though it is a different language, you treat a worker badly the next day, there might be some repercussions. I don't know. It makes for an odd environment on a job site to not be able to communicate with half your workers. Another issue that's important to look at is living conditions that they find acceptable. Might be acceptable in Guatemala, but that's not the point. It's the fact that their living conditions here in Quebec should be up to Quebec standards. The house that they live in is just overall pretty ratty. It's an older farmhouse falling apart, and their living conditions are just subpar.
¿Y cuántas duchas tienen acá? Una ducha, ¿y cómo hacen para repartirse?
Tenemos que...
¿Ya tienen turnos ya? ¿Uno va, o el primero que se despierta?
El primero que llegue.
Llega primero, corriendo.
¿Y hay peleas por el baño o no?
No, sí, bueno, es un juego que a correr, el que llegó primero se va a bañar.
Safety is a huge issue. I see them using cement saws without glasses. I see them using or gloves or ear protection. I see them using other equipment that they're not licensed to use, backhoes, excavators, 10-wheel dump trucks. That's all a safety issue for them, but also for the general public. And these are all issues that should be addressed.
Como nos dijeron los señores de la oficina de la OIM, lo que queremos es que ustedes son los primeros, pero vayan a trabajar, hagan el esfuerzo de trabajar para dar esa oportunidad a aquellos que lo necesitan. Nosotros no podemos decir que sí regresamos, sino solamente Dios, si Él nos permite, y si el patrón dice que tenemos esta oportunidad de venir, pues sí regresamos, porque los patrones, o sea, el patrón, la mayoría de los que venimos, los patrones son los que deciden si es un buen trabajador o no es buen trabajador, pero el patrón, él es el que se encarga de darnos esta oportunidad.